Hi, this is Matty D, and I'm here with Sherry Emerson, and it's been a week since the grand reopening here at Pet World. How has it been?
It's been great. It's nice to see so many familiar, happy faces. Everybody's smiling and excited, so it's been great. What we're looking forward to most is being back to normal. And so our normal clientele, our normal kids programs, and building all that back up again. Because we were down for so long in that little temp store, our staff got really reduced. And now that the staff is training up and getting bigger again, well, that's the next big obstacle for us, is to take that little bitty staff and try to handle this great big store and train a dozen new hires. That's like the biggest obstacle for now. And then after that, we're just super looking forward to springtime and kids programs this summer and more exhibits on the way. Every week something else will show up here, more animals will be back.
This is on YouTube, this is on Facebook. Maybe somebody who isn't from Lawrence who sees this, can you kind of paint the picture of what you're all about?
Sure. Well, what Pet World has done for the longest time has been a part of the public school system. And so the public schools don't have any money, everybody knows that. So what we try to do is go in and help them whenever they have a particular unit, like say a rainforest unit. And to study it more realistically, we can bring them a terrarium to set up with rainforest frogs and plants. And then when they complete their unit, bring all rainforest animals to the classroom to let them study them and things like that. When they study reptiles, we bring reptiles, and regardless of whatever the unit is, we like to enhance that whole classroom experience because we know they don't have that budget. And so from that, we've grown up just generation after generation of kids and families and parents who just come to Pet World and they just know that this is part of their lifestyle and part of their weekend routine. Tim is the heart of Pet World. He is the other owner, my husband Tim. So he doesn't like to talk to the public. So my face is who people see, and my voice is what you hear. It's my words that are on the blog. But Tim actually is the brains behind the business. This is his store, his dream. He's the one that makes everything work. When a lot of people know the story, when Tim was young, his favorite neighborhood pet store, the kids were not allowed to go in without their parents. And so the 12-year-olds would ride their bikes and they'd wait in the parking lot, and then they would sneak in behind childless couples and try to hold the animals. And Tim always knew that when he got older, he was going to do everything he could to have a kind of place where kids could interact with the animals. And so that's just what we do here. And when you're trained as a Pet World employee, the first phrase you learn is, "I don't know," because there's so much that we don't know. And then the first thing you are taught is to get an animal in every child's hand that wants to hold one, because we don't know if they'll ever come back again, and maybe that was their only shot to perch a bird on their finger or get that close to a snake. And so that's what you should expect at Pet World, is a lot of animal-human interaction.
How about the characters behind us here?
These are our very first rescue tortoises, and so sometimes people don't realize how big a pet gets, and these are a great educational tool. When somebody comes in and says, "Hey, I want to get this type of tortoise," and we say, "Let's show you what it looks like when it's all grown up." And so, yeah. We also have a great big snake, Burmese python. His name is Goliath. He'll be back in a few weeks. Same thing, when people say, "Oh, I think I want this," we'll go, "Well, let's show you." And then maybe they get a ball python instead, something that's a little better pet.
So if this is my first time visiting the store, what should I check out before I leave?
Oh my gosh, just plan to spend a couple hours, because what we do here is we're all about hands-on. This Saturday is more like a traditional busy Saturday afternoon at Pet World in Lawrence, and so it's most all of our locals and the ones that normally come in on weekends, so it feels a little more like home. The Lawrence community and the surrounding small communities, there's just nothing like this, because this was I would lie if I say this wasn't a horrible experience. And to be lifted up and supported in the way that we have, you won't get that anywhere else. And so right down to city workers, when I call in and say we need a permit, and Timberly answers the phone and just knocks herself out to make it happen. And the first responders were unbelievably gentle and supportive and informative. And then the community itself is just so amazing. I just don't think that you're going to get this in any other town.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today, and congratulations on the reopening. And just the space is very much alive as always, and so congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And thank you for watching.